Hello! Welcome to Brain Spill, the laziest show on the internet. My name is Tank, and for the past few days I have done non-stop research for episodes of Brain Spill, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm pretty tired. I fear, however, that no amount of research will save me from the nerd wrath when I inevitably get a fact wrong about the Incredible Hulk, so you're gonna have to bear with me here. I'm just tired, man. And you wouldn't like me when I'm tired. And that's why I have this steaming hot cup of coffee to keep me going during these dark times. As you might have guessed, we're going to be talking about the big green menace himself, the Incredible Hulk. You know the story, the scientist Bruce Banner who got zapped by gamma radiation. Whenever he becomes angry, he becomes big, green, and literally too angry to die. Through his superhuman transformation, he gains incredible strength, durability, stamina, and so on. And for people that don't know much about superheroes and comic books, most people know that the Incredible Hulk is big and he's green. However, that wasn't the original intention of the artist who created the Incredible Hulk. Marvel mastermind Stan Lee himself originally wanted the Incredible Hulk to be grey of all colours, and not the green that we all know and love today. And as a matter of fact, the character was inked and coloured grey in his very first debut comic on the 1st of May 1962. Stan Lee cites influence for the Hulk from Frankenstein and Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. He said the following: "It was patently apparent that the Thing was the most popular character in the Fantastic Four. For a long time, I'd been aware of the fact that people were more than likely to favour someone who was less than perfect. It's a safe bet that you remember Quasimodo, but how easily can you name any of the heroic, handsomer, more glamorous characters in The Hunchback of Notre Dame? And then there's Frankenstein. Do tell, Mr. Lee, do tell." I've always had a soft spot in my heart for the Frankenstein monster. No one could ever convince me that he was a bad guy. He never wanted to hurt anyone. He merely groped his torturous way through a second life, trying to defend himself, trying to come to terms with those who sought to destroy him. I decided I might as well borrow from Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde as well. Our protagonist would constantly change from his normal identity to his superhuman alter ego, and back again. Yes, as mentioned prior, Stan Lee originally wanted the Incredible Hulk to be grey, and it was cited that the actual reason for this was to ensure that the character didn't highlight any particular ethnic group. The common explanation in the comics now given was the fact that when Bruce Banner was first shocked with the gamma radiation, he did turn grey, but then soon afterwards, a more strong, more powerful green version of the Hulk then came to fruition. However, the actual reason for the change was more to do with the actual creation of the comic, more so than anything in the story itself. Colorist Stan Goldberg originally had some issues with trying to ink the character grey during the first issue. And as you'll probably see in some of the images that are going to appear next to me, the difference in grey really altered from frame to frame. Due to the inherent difficulties of inking at the time and the fact that they couldn't get a consistent colour, the team decided to change the colour from grey to green going forward from the second comic onwards. For 2 decades following that decision, any retellings of the story or reprints of the original comic were made as green rather than grey, meaning that the original Grey Hulk comic is quite rare these days. This was not the last time a Grey Hulk was actually introduced into the Marvel Comics, however, as in the Incredible Hulk Volume 1, Issue 323, a Grey Hulk character was introduced into the story. Not the same character per se. The new Grey Hulk is an alter ego of both Bruce Banner and the Green Incredible Hulk, otherwise known as Savage Hulk. Grey Hulk is actually an intelligent version of the Hulk. Even though he's not as strong or as powerful as the manic green tornado we all know, he acts on Bruce Banner's selfish desires. This Hulk has much more self-control, but he's arrogant, selfish, and really in it for himself. This intelligence is shown as Grey Hulk can actually form full sentences instead of just Hulk smash! Grey Hulk names himself Mr. Fix-It and works as an enforcer for the Mafia in Las Vegas. As you might expect, he works on his own self-interests and isn't really what you'd call Avengers material. Grey Hulk still has the same body-altering effects. He grows bigger, he grows a little bit stronger, more durability, but not quite to the same extent that the normal Green Hulk does. One thing I really do admire about the new Grey Hulk is the fact that he has impeccable taste. I mean, look at this man. I would love to be suited and booted as smartly as this man is. Mr. Fix-It, you've got good style, my friend. He certainly has a better dress sense than a big green man in purple pants. And speaking of purple pants, the change from Grey Hulk to Green Hulk was not the only significant change made to the Incredible Hulk in the initial comics going forward. What I mean by this is that the Incredible Hulk in the first issue, he just wears his torn clothes as to when he makes his transformation. He didn't actually have his signature purple pants straight away, meaning that whatever Bruce Banner was wearing when he got angry, the Hulk wears too. Although I'm pretty glad they did this, because a huge naked man running around the city destroying things might not have gone down well with audiences. In the first issue, we see the Hulk wearing an orange shirt and blue trousers. However, later on in the same issue, we see the Hulk with the iconic purple pants. And from there, things really started to kick up. The contrast between the green and the purple are instantly recognisable, and although for issues going forward he would transform wearing varying garments, he would always have the staple purple pants, which we all know and love today. Why was this so important? And more particularly, why were these two colours picked? Well, according to the colour wheel, both purple and green are complete opposites, and because of that, the two colours do clash and stand out very, very well. You see, wasn't that interesting, learning about the origins of the Incredible Hulk? I certainly had no idea, and just reading about it was very, very interesting. However, your man has to get this video over 10 minutes, so I'm just going to throw some more Hulk facts at you until we hit that 10-minute mark. Full disclosure, I got most of this information from the Hulk Wiki, so I'm just going to hope and pray it's correct. And what I'm going to start with is a quote from Wolverine about the Incredible Hulk from Wolverine Origins 28. He says, "There ain't many around who can describe what it feels like to get hit by the Hulk. Simple fact being, there ain't many around who can survive to tell the tale. There ain't no pain at first, it's like he hits you so damn hard you actually leave your own body. It's when you come back that you feel the pain, and you realise you're going toe-to-toe with a walking earthquake." I don't think I could have put that better myself, just to explain and trying to put into perspective how strong this character is. I mean, everybody knows how strong the Hulk is, but how strong is he? Like, what is his actual limit of strength? He's been known in the past in comics to lift things like planes, mountains, planets. You know, it's pretty godlike, I'm not going to lie. Some of the lesser known powers the Hulk possesses is decelerated aging, immunity to disease, and has a form of regeneration. It's pretty hard to believe, but you can actually hurt the Hulk. Killing him might be a bit of a different question, however. In previous comics, the Hulk has been known to systematically regenerate his own vital organs in an alternate reality, and he's also been known to literally rip off part of his own head in order for it to regrow. I wouldn't think about that too much if I were you. Well, if you can't beat him, how about you run away? Oh, no, wait, you can't do that either. He is a non-stop destruction machine, and with those thick beefy legs of his, he can leap incredible distances, and he's also been known to adapt to his surroundings with ease. This adaptive nature includes an instance where he was able to go into space and not have to breathe because he could adapt to his surroundings. So yes, the Hulk can literally survive without breathing, and even in the emptiness of space, you can't escape the Hulk. The wiki article also says that he can apparently breathe underwater, but that seems a little bit pointless if he can just not breathe in space anyway. Look, if you don't believe me, there's going to be a link to the wiki article in the description, so check it out for yourself. With a superhero character being around this long, you can imagine that the absurd will have come to the forefront on a few occasions. There's also a line in there about him being able to see ghosts and apparitions, but that might be going down the rabbit hole a little bit. Something else, which is an unattended side effect of his limitless rage, is the fact that he is effectively immune to being mind controlled. He is literally too angry to be controlled. The one fact in this wiki article, however, which I think is the most surprising of all, and is effectively the best trait he has, is the fact that the Hulk is effectively retroactively immortal. And you may be asking, what the hell do you mean by that? Well, when the Hulk dies, he can walk through something called the Green Door, which effectively is a gateway between the dead and living worlds. Only the Hulk has been known to pass through the Green Door, and Bruce Banner has commented on the following in a previous comic, saying, "I'd rather be at peace than be the Hulk." Sorry Bruce, doesn't really seem like you've got a choice here. The Hulk is literally too angry to die. And yeah, well, I haven't really recorded the length of this video, so I'm probably over 10 minutes. So I'm just gonna tie it up there, and hopefully you've learned a lot about the Hulk and some pretty interesting facts along the way. If you liked the video, be sure to like and subscribe. If you want to be notified as soon as I upload my next video, be sure to hit the bell button. And if you've got any ideas as to what videos you'd like me to discuss next, let me know down in the comments below. As always, sources used in the video will be in the description. Right, well, I'm gonna go brew myself some more coffee because I've got a long night of editing ahead of me. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Fantastic.